Hey guys, it's Burgers here, and in this video I'll talk about the heroes and how I built my heroes and how I think this is the most efficient way to build your heroes and how to choose the right heroes. First of all, you're going to do campaigning, that's totally fine. They're going to be open new features in the game, different raids, guild boss, alliance, everything. What's important here is you have to start with some kind of heroes. Either they're going to be a ground units or they're going to be a flying units. I mean, hitting flying units like mages, archers, you get the idea. So, in my opinion, the best way to start and develop your path in Watcher of Realms is actually with mages and marksmen, heroes that is hitting a flying units. And I'll explain why. In the gear right one, you can actually place some kind of ground units, but it's way better to use a mages, even marksman. Some stages you can go for marksman also. It's mostly dominated by the mages, but there is zero chance you can actually go and finish this this stage only with ground units. You basically have two places where you can put your ground units behind the wall. If you put them in front of wall, they're going to easily die. So this is the first thing for the gear right one. From here is coming your weapons. This is very important, right? That's why I strongly suggest start with range units like mages and marksmen. On the gear right 2 is purely defense heroes gear right. You can just use one hero to kill the units, and it can be again mage or marksman. But this right here is only for the ground units, in my opinion, and healers, defenders and healers. For the gear right 3, here the map is again for heroes that is hitting from far away. Here you're going to have just these two cubes, if I remember correctly, where you can actually put some kind of ground units, and the rest is going to be mages and marksmen again. From here is going to come the boss, currently this chaotic and huntress, something like this, and from here is going to come waves with monsters. So you definitely want to have prepared in advance range units, range heroes. So this so far for the gear rights. As you can see, the first one and the third one is gear rights where you need marksman and mages. So we're going to go over, of course, artifact material right, and this is some kind of on the late stage. Artifact material right is something you want to do on the latest stages, but at the beginning you want to focus on your weapons and your gear. And from here is coming actually the gear rights. For the resource right, you can just go with one defender or maybe two just to block these incoming waves and destroy these incoming waves with marksmen or mages. Mostly AoE mages, but in general there is AoE marksmen also, so you can use it in the XP right and go right. This also apply for this both these two instances. You just need something to stop them, not need to be that tanky because this unit is not doing big damage, but you need something to stop them. And with AoE damaging units, for example AoE mages, you can destroy these two resource rights. For promotional rights, now here it depends. If you want to go for marksman, you're going to need marksmen. Mostly it's going to be a flying units, and most of the marksmen have extra damage over the flying units. So yeah, definitely you want to go with marksman. For the mages, absolutely the same. Now insignia of endurance here, for example, I'll go for the latest stages and go check the map. You can still, you just need 3 heroes to block this path, and you can go with some heroes that you can put here, but there is damage over time, so you definitely want to have some healers here. But you definitely need a 3 ground units that is going to kill incoming waves. Now here the incoming waves are doing some damage, so you definitely want to kill these incoming units very fast. So this so far for promotional right. Of course, every promotional right is specific and ask you for specific heroes. For example, insignia of melee attack, here you're going to need only ground units. if we check the map info, there is basically no place where you can put range units. So yeah, definitely you're going to need the ground units. But in general, maybe we can go for tight is also a good place where you can actually go with with marksman and mages. They're going to boost your attack by a lot. Fraction trials, here is how much work you have with your fraction. And artifact material right is only for the ground units. This is again very important to be known, since you just have one cube where you can actually put your hero. Of course, in the early stages you can have 2 cubes or maybe 3 cubes, but in general here you need just one defender in the early stages, and the rest can be just somebody to kill the boss, for example marksmen or maybe mages. So in my opinion, to progress in this game at the beginning, definitely focus on the range units and focus on the gear right 1 and gear right 2. Even though you can actually buy some gear for the black market and not that much focus over this type of heroes, but in the same time in your progress in the campaigning, most of the times you're going to need, maybe I can go and switch to the normal since this is the place we actually talk about. Of course, here these stages I didn't actually start because it needs 600,000 power. Maybe I have to go and check it out. But you're going to see most of the stages have a lot of places to actually put a ground units. It's going to be in front of these blue circles. You can put a defender or maybe fighter, but and here you can put your healers, also your range units. So yeah, this so far for me things I actually did at the beginning of the game, and I'm very happy that I did. I go for Mao, I get lucky and get Mao. I get Eona, she's one of the packages of the game that you can get this hero for free. Mari is also a hero that you're going to get for free. Rat is a hero that you're going to get for free, and Rat is a ground unit, very strong, one of the best epic heroes presented in the game. And also Ain you're going to also get for free for 7 days walk-in, and he's Rat and Ain oh my god, what is the name of this guy? I get little confused. Yeah, Ain, you're going to get him for free, and he's also a ward, so you're going to get a lot of wards. Also there is a shard presented in the game, but in my opinion the marksman and mages is actually the units you should focus. Also in the arena you also want to have some AoE damage or maybe marksmen. Sometimes it's good to have a ground units. Most of the time I actually use ground units in arena, just because I can start directly when the mob is spawned. I can start hit him and actually kill him. I think I have videos about this, but anyway, this is so far my personal opinion about the starting way, some kind of starting guide for the people who just entered the game. If you're not lucky with the summoning crystals, or you maybe get some heroes, I think the range units is the way to go. So I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.